Today we shall look at trigonometry. Let's look at the first question. The first question is given that sine theta is equal to 1 over 3. Find without using tables. A, cos squared theta, then B, tan squared theta. So let's begin with the first one, cos squared theta. So we shall represent this information. We can use a triangle, right angle triangle, that looks like that. So after having this right angle triangle, because sine, it is simply a replica of SOHCAHTOA. So sine theta will be, let's say this one will be our theta, for example. If this angle is our theta, therefore our opposite will be this one, which will be 1, which is this one. Then the hypotenuse, which is this 3, will be this one. So for us to get the adjacent, we shall apply the Pythagoras theorem and now say adjacent, for example, this one, let it be A. So this adjacent will be equal to A squared is equal to 3 squared minus 1 squared. So A squared is equal to 9 minus 1. Therefore, A squared is equal to 8. And therefore, the value of A will be equal to the square root of 8. So here, this A, we shall replace it with the square root of 8. So once we have these ones, we can go ahead and now solve the question. This one now, which is cos squared theta, will now be, cos is the same as adjacent over hypotenuse, and for our case, our adjacent is the root of 8 over adjacent, which is the over hypotenuse. Adjacent is the root of 8, and then hypotenuse is 3, like that. So this component we shall be required to square because of that one. So the cos squared theta will be equal to the root of 8 squared is the same as 8, and then 3 squared is the same as 9. So at the end of the day, the cos squared of theta will be equal to 8 divided by 9. Then we go to part B. Part B, which says that tan squared theta. So tan squared theta will have to be obtained by tan theta is the same as opposite over adjacent. And for this case, the opposite becomes this side, and that one becomes the adjacent. So opposite is 1 over adjacent, which is the root of 8. All these components, we are required to square it. So when we square this one will give us the tan squared theta will be equal to 1 squared is the same as 1, the root of 8 squared is the same as 8. So at the end of the day, we shall have our tan squared theta being equal to 8. Thank you for participating in our class of today.